Hello, streamers. Hello, viewers. Hello, big wigs. Hello, shills. Coming onto my channel to protect a terrible title. Anthem, worst game of the year. Oh, the curtain's on it already. The show is over, folks. There's nothing left to see. Jeez, I can't even maintain the sarcasm anymore. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? All of you. Fucking the ass wipes on Metacritic. The shitheads on Reddit. The fucking dicks on Twitter. Like, what is your problem? Why? I think, and I'm thinking I'm gonna break it down. And it starts with this. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. Okay, I've been sitting here, keeping to my business, doing my college work, playing an hour or two of whatever I can get my hands on. The worst thing that happened with me in Anthem was somehow my trial period was lost. And fucking some ketchup or those French fries, okay? But you're sitting here and you're bitching about a game. How many of you have actually played it? Are you salty because you can't play it and you just watched all these other reviewers like, I'm not even going to touch it because this guy said it was bad. They said it gets dry. After 50 hours of gameplay, okay, 50. If you have a life, that could be 50 days. And then by the time the 50 days have happened, there could be more content already added. If there's not, oh my God, you have to wait 2 or 3 weeks. Go do something else. If you have all this time to grind and cram a game to dust because you fucking live with your mom, you're like, Meatloaf! Mom! Meatloaf! Hey, bro, can you bring it upstairs? Thanks! Cool beans! Yeah, you just need to grow the fuck up and get out. Find a job. Find a hobby. Find your orientation. Find your happiness in life. Find your center point. Stop looking on video games because you are looking for completion in all the wrong places. And sitting here and sitting on your ass, knocking video games, knocking developers, destroying the foundation that makes us as a whole, it's disgusting. Fucking disgusting. That is crab that has sat in a fridge for so long. There's no meat. There's just a shell. Okay? And Chef Ramsay just walked upon it. It's that fucking disgusting. And you want more games? You want better games by complaining? By constantly nitpicking and tearing it apart? You don't make sense to me. You negatively based, hateful assholes make no sense. None. Like, the whole thing with Outer Worlds, yeah, Obsidian Entertainment, knocking on 76, yeah. Bethesda's gonna be knocking on heaven's door. Ow! I feel the spirit. I don't get it. You want failure. And sitting here as a fellow gamer myself, trying to figure out what your fucking problem is, the only thing I've got at this point is that you're bored. You have no life. You have sat there for so long sponging up all the entertainment, all the light, all the color, all the glory, all the enjoyment out of things, that the only thing you can do now is just tear it apart so other people can enjoy it. So they're just as miserable as you. And that's pretty fucking funny. To be so dead and stuck in life. And here, rather than be a toxic piece of shit, do something for the community. Start a charity. Put an extra $1 down to a fund or a deposit in your bank. Plan a vacation or something. Give it to kids. Take the time to walk through a burn ward and talk to the fucking children. Maybe they want to play these games and they're sitting there and they got bandages wrapped half around themselves, or some, they have the scar tissue, and they can't fully move everything yet. And they're trying to find all these things to look forward to, and all they find is your guys' bullshit. Your guys' inconstant bullshit, okay? You know what inconstant means? It means sudden and unwilling release, and that is what happens with you guys as a community as a whole. You toxic. You're like muck. You're like Grimer. You find and eat the toxicity, and you shit more out. And how is that helping? I mean, why? Just tell me why. Explain your behavior. What was the grand epic that was so amazing that it set a standards so high that nobody can meet them? That you as a community cannot find what you're looking for. You are looking for the Holy Grail, and it does not exist because Harrison fucking Ford already got it. Well, tell me. I mean, I played Skyrim for over 600 hours from my fucking age 21 to 26. I could still go on there and find more shit to do. I still play it in VR fashion now, and that's just a dope workout. Sometimes it's fun to grab a little dagger and be like, "On God, you fool." And, there is only so much as an adventure as you give it. A game isn't a unit to entertain your mind. Your mind is a unit to grow and blossom into an adventure through a game. I came from a video gaming era where you ran a flat motherfucker across the 2D environment, and there was only 13 layers originally to the background? Yeah, because there was sprites, background, maybe some effects. Sometimes the effects are part of the background. Block 1, block 2, block 3, your character. The different levels you could jump on. All those are different programming. Yeah, so there's only... And there's at one point? The same lines of coding for music. So... Doop, 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 doop. And all the sounds were coupled up from those 12 different sound bars. Every note you heard was just an amalgamation put together, and that was fun. You could do that for hours, just trying to get a high score, just trying to get the number at the top of your screen over here to be better than your friends, to do two-player, to have fun and run around. And now, and then other games happened, we had Diablo, RuneScape. People didn't just get to go out and socialize and talk about what they were doing with other people. They got to be there with the other people. They got to tell their classmates, their friends, the papa, what they were doing, and y'all run and go there. Have you ever played a 2D MMO? You got a little flat sprite run around all Link-like. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. There was an era where video gaming did not have servers of hundreds to thousands of people on it. And now people can come together from everywhere, regardless of your connection, almost regardless of your connection speed. And we can all have fun. We can interact. We can have a good time. And still, you guys find a way to take that beautiful blossom and pluck it before it even blooms. And then burn the tree and say that wasn't going to be good anyway. I didn't give it really time to get anywhere, but that sprout was not going to look good. I can't see the future. I don't have a fucking police booth. I don't got a DeLorean, but I'm telling you, nothing good is going to come out of that, and I know it because I took the time to make sure of it. Essentially, you guys trash talking, tearing down and insulting games, developers, and companies because they're terrible creates a self-fulfilling prophecy where your lack of participation as a customer, as a consumer, as a player, just further degrades the wealth of the title. Yeah, there's bad moments like we must go. What? to find the Promethean ruins. And now we need to find the article of choice. John Shepard. But those days aren't really here much anymore. And fuck, Gambit. I easily dosed in over 100 hours of Gambit in like the first 2 weeks. And Destiny 2. It was fun. I took a break because I started noticing this toxic behavior in the community. From Destiny to Diablo. Well, Diablo. Okay. So some of it's justified there. Elder Scrolls. I don't even know what Halo is anymore. And Anthem now is coming out. And you guys were already lining up the pitchforks, the torches, and the gas cans before launch. Doesn't make any sense. And like I said, the only thing that it comes down to is the fact that you're just bored. You're all hashtag £, by the way. In the professional career, we call that a £. No lives. So, yeah. Rather than be a bunch of toxic fuckheads, Tails is just going to suggest that you work on improving your view. Work on finding new ways to explore, break, and have fun rather than just complaining. Than grabbing in somebody's toxic and then adding it a part of yourself and then change it. It's almost like a slime rancher. I don't know if you've ever dealt with a tar outbreak on your slime, but you have one beautiful slime, another one, you give this one the port, give this one another port, they both become bigger, beautiful, more amalgamated slimes of two different types. But then you take that third one in here and you slap it in and a bigger, disgusting mix happens, the toxic slime. It eats the other ones. And then there's two bigger toxic slimes. And it's a chain reaction. And that's pretty much the best way to describe the community. Like, there are too many tar and there are not enough pure slimes. Stop sitting inside the same pool. Take a minute, get up, walk over, try this game. Try this series. And do it not expecting what you're going to walk into. Don't even read reviews or watch videos. Just fucking do it. And then take the moment, take a step back, walk over, go back to your game. Give it time to develop content. Give it time to die off. Give it time to find new life. Or if not that, find a new hobby in the real, for real. Why don't you go into video game programming? If you can make such an A+ title, if you can make an Apex item, then do it. Become the Predator. Consume the rest of these games that are bullshit and show us what you got. And don't tell me, oh, no, that's not on me to be making good games. That's on them. No. If you're not the one making them, then maybe you shouldn't complain about everything. One or two complaints here or there, that makes sense. But when your mouth is a constant spew of garbage and bullshit, then it's on you. The garbage is you. The trash is you. And that's a good thing about trash. It can be burned. It can be turned into a fuel source. You can even take shit and grow a garden out of it. And that's what I'm encouraging you to, is if you've become a toxic individual, is to take the time, unplug from yourself, find a hobby. Go work in a field. Start growing a garden. Start smithing in your garage. Start taking apart computers and old computers and stuff and find ways to work them. Learn how to solder. Learn how to sew. Find a way to benefit everyone than finding a way to infect people with your annoying negativity. Anyway, it's not EA's fault. It's not Bungie's fault. It's not the lore master's fault. It's not the reviewer's fault. It's not the shill's fault. There are a lot of great games, and you're all just shitty people.